in the area. It's amazing.
Major projects that the NPP has done in the Ashanti region. Kumasi Airport, yes.
I just mentioned the revival of Ashanti Gold.
Oh, but Ashanti Gold was there. Yes, you are creating employment and all of that. But project, monumental project that we can say, okay, yes, you've talked about roads. We talked about Kumasi Airport. You know, people will also go and say KJT Market, Mahama did it. He did. So for you, 5 projects. You are a minister in the Ashanti region. 5 projects by the NPP.
I mentioned the Konfanoche maternity block.
You're not telling me.
Yes, which is currently under construction,
it's under construction.
Oh yeah,
8 years.
It's under construction, but it takes time to raise funds to construction and all that. So, I mean, the most important thing is that it has started and it will be completed. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we are talking about breaking the 8. That's why I'm asking you all of this, the implications of it.
About that, and
so I know it can take 20 years to do that, but you want to break.
One person breaking 8. Asante Memu and Asante Mantem Kropon Kumase, a so-called stronghold. Wasante Memu Bonwoman room, Amoba Bemu Wetimaya. And only said you know, see, and they water no Hosano. Where are sense of watching here? After young friends and so watching here, Mongra, Asante Mantem wa Kaisa Nanuyano, Obubo Jackasia. Said Jabonase Honona, Napobe to be the Mayano. So I say, Said Jabonaseno, and one of your things and I want to be because Mupo, you may break 8, okay. Sana Moka. And no ma bang and my yawa santimantem, and Puntunuma bang and my yawa asantimine. MPP mubet with your waka won't say, 20 asantiman between the echi. Sasami is Yabusa, a year Ashanti regional minister, Honorable Simon or say Mensa, National New Year.
Commission.
Okay.
I want one.
One hospital.
Yes. And must have 2 challenges. Mommy 10. The way signature projects or legacy projects.
10. Why 10? So catching is more than 20.
Oh, Missy. Mommy 10.
Okay.
8-year period. When we year a commission a Washington region. 10 legacy projects.
Okay. My track question is not to her, but since I was sitting in 2 Ashanti region, no MPP. Signature project in the end. Edu 10. Abu 10.
Listen. Baby and mother unit now until Rebecca is our project.
Okay. Let me see a 4.
You are trying to get the other ones.
Because one more a big challenge, so almost 10.
So
one more a big challenge. The assumption is that why you're more than 10. The lower level. If you want to 4,
Mama more than 50. Bra, the office in general. One month said you commission.
Okay.
I want one.
One hospital.
Yes. And must have 2 challenges. Mommy 10. The way signature projects or legacy projects.
10.
Why
10? So catching is more than 20.
Oh, Missy. Mommy 10.
Okay.
8-year period. When we year a commission a Washington region. 10 legacy projects.
Okay. My track question is not to her, but since I was sitting in 2 Ashanti region, no MPP. Signature project in the end. Edu 10. Abu 10.
Listen. Baby and mother unit now until Rebecca is our project.
Okay. Let me see a 4.
You are trying to get the other ones.
Because okay. Let me see a 4.
No, Sisubio.
Mother unit now until Rebecca is our project.
Okay. Let me see a 4.
Asante Regional Minister, Asante Regional Minister. What do they need to challenge, you know? It's out on yeah. Projects in a way.
You are trying to get the other ones. Because we're not a big challenge, so 10. So we're more a big challenge than 10. The assumption is that why you're more than 10. The lower level. Maybe I can throw that project. Okay. Let me see a 4.
Hey, Yehovah. It's Ashanti Regional Minister, no. What do they need to the challenge? Say NDC, Embabobo, and no my bed 10. Oh, my bayo, Asante Memo. And I mean your Parker Wilson. Every guy said, that's a 10 graduation. Cow graduate, you're the 20. You're the 20. To start challenging my NDC. NDC, I just start challenging that to the projects I hold at the Abba. But answer them about Hono. See, the original minister can yen to your boss, near fast one by one. What can say wobble bonnet because Parker sat done a question. Eka said, one more ben, one I would team him. It also Bobo 10 signature or monumental projects. Maya was Santimemo. Afe, Minister Sasia, Auntie Rebecca, they say, First Lady Adani Auntie already. Auntie Rebecca, so yen funny, and another double paper no so. Auntie Rebecca, yenimo yento no swaba, and you're no President of the Republic of Ghana. Auntie Rebecca, any minister. Auntie Rebecca, any MP. Auntie Rebecca, any when your government appointee. It's Auntie Rebecca, a charity worker, 1 year. One name's one now, 1 year BB work comfort not to one. And no year I did can ban trim. Should tell you. So what tell me was Santimema. It should tell you, said your MP be a buying, as a huna Santi. I was say, can be beat now. Now, what boy, and would ye a hono pushing a fuck baby and now, why ye dear now wash your room? The minimum said, and some no, and Fato no open a warrior said, yo, yes, a bubble projects. Bubo de Maye, Monsano Numa, and Puntunuma Maye, and was Santimemo. Honorable Simon, say, Chairman's are now for two, what hurry, as well hurry, whatever. Fatos no more idea, and we'll hurry him. We'll hurry him. Mamma sound, we'll hurry him. Hurry him, no.
You are trying to get the other challenge.
Hurry him and worry. And I want him in Tini Quafa, Nasa Bafaway. I saw be a word green BB no opesu who at the chrono baby a set one who baby a set. This is a minister, regional minister, for God's sake. Regional minister. I couldn't done a better so. Oh no, I will fear. I told the what who do you want? Now, NDC are just a social challenge anymore. Now, I know pay a man who say. Mammy Beatrice, Anan Few, a lawyer Beatrice, Anan Few, at the Sembia Betuja say, Oba Kumasia, and Asaba Santi Memoir, and no many beer, and this year. In fact, what cram and abro, Satan no crampa, yet 2 minutes and him, Ebini Kumasi Katia, Ultramodern Market, a yet Tafujum, Aswasi Jum, Atonsu Jum, Sewia Asupiti, 37 military hospital, and one ferry, and a vessel for Mena Asupiti. Kumawu Asupiti, Tepa Asupiti Fefe no, Bikrom Tepa, Bekwai Hospital, and a face eye care center, a work of Confornochi teaching hospital, one corner, a year Pacoso Community Day School, a Greek Enzema Community Day School, baby, within the education sector, health sector, roads. I would do my year, a year Asante Mantem, and a Beatrice at the Abetuja, but. No. The other one, young person, young Bobo, why don't you use your between the Abata, Jumadi and Echi, baby, I will be outside of Baya.
44.
Honorable was a
44.
Bubo be Abraham watching. I'm Wakwaba.
And then the first day I met my shop. Oh, my Bible now, camera to crowd, Bible.
Fabaye.
Into Oko Sana Bono, KJT market, a full market, as a Wasi market, a Tonso market, Sewa Hospital, a Fari Hospital. Fomena Hospital, Bekwai Hospital, Asawase Road, Swami roads, Tafo roads, Kenya Sea road, then senior high schools, junior high school,
that's right,
Jemasi road, and then Bonsu to Bonsu road, Kote to Anyinasi campus road, Emena to Buedi road, Mprase to Ejisu road, Bonri Junction to Bonri road, Mprade road. Then you come to Adansi Fumso Community Day School, Adansi Apeja Community Day School, Tepamanfo Community Day School, Ejura Community Day School, Kumewu Hospital, Tepa Hospital, Konongo Hospital. So we have a lot of them. And I'm in control. I want to say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. O build the data center ewa krano. Unim se ni backbone susu ewa Kumasi. Wa build it to ho. Say na obeboa Ashanti man amuye business people no to protect their information and data. Inti ejuma no, I was a former member of communication committee. Inti enukrana na me ka kiro.
But that inti na moye normal way nyina wo eye bia enya mo stronghold.
Near woman say, Nuna, what be some question? NDC, Ghana, and Bebia, a Jumawa, Edisi Kabe Bromine, Edikan, on share ethnic and now political environment. It just say a person can cry, we a craft for what? A santimai, one of my business in Omudosu. That is why we put the KJTR market there. Say one of Beye Juman, Omunya Bia, no Mabua Bansusu Kakra.
Wow.
So you lay your eggs at where you can get more from.
Wow.
Indeed, that is why NDC does not see Ashanti as an ethnic region, but they see it as a business region which can be the engine of growth for Ghana.
It's a political implication and a backlash.
In Argentina, marketing see voter region and central region that size. No, we are not thinking that way. You dream on mining in a Senebeya or mining in a betumpon. Into Ashanti my misremo. Mahama all sabe. Mwankasama kan yobeya mamu. Inti muntron into one year pa. Na yen free homa mu baku. Kejetia market. Phase 2 ometumiasi. Ya stati crow. Omentumiasi o. Omajato. Ashanti ma. Amuye ma minum. Ye sisters no. Omusi mahama ombrambe wie. Kejetia phase 2. Wow. And that is beautiful.
But I want to say, Minister, Shanti Regional Minister, well, our TV show, national TV show. I have say one can the can challenge the buy. So what them was a mummo and no my bear a dua my wo asante memo. You flip a question here tomorrow no. One who near Obeka. Your kind of crown until Rebecca project be a way confront everyone wants to be Satono.
Yes, everyone because I didn't make us say Ubeka ya. Onwa ngasa su ka kire ote kokoso se ekwan bebre ayama contract no se kan manti no mentumi anye enu nti na no oti ho eye edwuma no manye bi Ghana fo Ashantiman ye nyina e Ghana o Ghana ye yi a Ashantiman na ye Ghana ye yi a voter na ye otirigi na ye central north bebia inti esesen yi sa suban no enfri NDC there free Rollins mreso where to say Ashanti for catch Rollins cry say who the go to cry go ye kwanza ye ntu maw but from Rollins time we don't see Ashanti region as an ethnic or opposition. No, we see it to be an engine of growth for the nation.
That's right.
It is a hona goodie bebre ewo ekagana hu cocoa gold timber ni we ni na inti se Mahama Saban ne minua me catch say me the onfa me cross me nko dua timber wa Ashanti region baby abron no wuntumi mu sai asase 47 forest reserve no me the mu fa me keke na me nko dua ndia no at the end of the year and the term no ben say ndia no wo ho and we go back to our old days of supplying woods and timber.
Okay, mama fa we so na me ma busuafo hunu say ye ne honorable Daniel Kwasi Asiama ene nkomo kane member of parliament e ma adehye wo buem empeso so but honorable o ka wuntumi asebi ye ka besi eye napo ni o kan no it because na say adwumade na ase na omo dai sa adwen no ene mfonyi na di wuntumi nya akwanya so obekasa no wo say omo mpene so na empene so kina emma NDC ne John Mahama ma said the bear or Mobasandi or Mino, I call say you. At the end, the moment I drain and said, Moody Moba, Mobasa Mino. And I saw some who say, because when your first time out, want to be Casa, and I when your first time MPP, I dance at the end. Sassam no say.
Say be kafra to all humanities. MPP for a want to me somewhere or Ashanti Regina Chamano. Omudi Ghana ni na bro. Ya bro nti no mayino. Yenti na meka sasa. Mancho poku prempe na your parliament. The time I ever elect original chairman. Omu nyina na parliament o wuntumi aneko. Adenti. Somebody whose intellectual capability is very low. And na MPs are omu parliament. They route for him. And the result is what we have seen in the destroying of the environment. And nunti no mudi post me inti enye Ghana ni do ana Ashanti region ni do. Nienti amika sasem ni say tama omusi omuto Chelsea ewa brochira na TV and I want to me better 44 billion, right?
That's right.
Okay, say yenua Ashanti ni bi say na want to me so better party nti wo dey fa 1 billion to hona ka kire want to me say on kind no ka kire. So you look at the level of intellectual discord ewo ho a
but I no ni ehwe
anu na MPP for afa
but because I no ni ehwe
not at all because I want to me e ka kire nese omuma NDC for emma embese yo man on what basis say hu e wo sikasem na ye ba be say o man na
omo ye modi dum so na ye mfa
ana eye dum so say omo di dum so eye mfanto a bisa hu say enne asem kra na po e ka no mahama mi wo parliament e no ka say life problems are a challenge emma on my every Rollins mresu and namsu na Rollins akosi aboaje tema plant so obeka ya o man penyu kufo baye no e no mudi asofo edi ko akoso mose omu nkobo mpaye na nso ento so that tells you say energy problem no e wo ho da it started really from 1983 inti say yes so no hwe saa ye no tot yentumi yen na mahama ba ye ka say sa energy problem a yes so no tot no minu I'll take the responsibility mpesa min solve no
media to me hu so say mu de mu blame me say minti na ekane no ni ho bad nienti akane no ni ho I want to put it in place and na IPP signing no ba ye Car Power, Mary Power and other IPPs enye no nkwa ye to afidi a ye di besi ho awie no and na wasa move to atoabo na wanye atoabo gas no sen na ye di sa honde no be go afidi no na ya power so he has complete the whole process and now ye di ja on mine no and MPP for buy no omusi ye tua sika take or pay do you get it right excess capacity that's right
MPP for can excess capacity na excess capacity we no wuntumi wate ye ka say excess capacity no e kire say de aginama hondi no aba abruso e chenie ehia yen inti say no kakra ye tua no e ha yen so what must you do you just have to manage that say near esin then inka ensese yen hunu for even one day because the machines are there the gas is there Mahama have left this for you oil fields too or side the jam inti say ene wuntumi be kasa anything me say on what basis why your analysis on this nipa ye di afidie jaw nipa ye di gas di jaw and I would take ho moton amadum so asaba no you say we cannot compare ourselves and now ye besa say no ye na ye ba be ye no yi
okay answer ye beba ya mo ba be ye ni ye no wotie Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe on that same argument na was say dum so na esi wo mo ma peso no na no ano odin e chain nia esi sabre eti sabre de no wontimi mfre no nia Ghana fo nyina frɛ no dum so na ebibi foforo onto ni din na yentie se de osika na asem ene se de osi yima ye ka se why wadwen se wo pe low shedding timetable no wan kasa twe wade Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe eye energy minister tie de okan
MPP administration energy sector is 300 times better than Oman.
But we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody has said we haven't. I'm just saying, it's far much better than Joe Mama ever did.
You admit there is doom so in the country?
You do admit that there's doom so?
That is the word you used. I have never used that word. I promised you that we are going to work on it. And it's not a work that is a single event. It's a process. And we'll continue to work on it for the energy sector to become better.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want it to bring it.
They should bring the timetable.
If there is, I haven't seen any timetable. So
but people are calling for it.
Say bring a timetable.
The current power cuts. Some people are saying that you made mention of this. You use this as a campaign against John Mahama, and now we are experiencing a worse situation under President Akufo-Addo. Would it reflect in the 2024 election? Would it be something that people will stand on to vote?
If you are comparing 4 years, MPP administration energy sector is 300 times better than John Mahama.
But we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody has said we haven't. I'm just saying it's far much better than Joe Mama ever did.
You do admit that there's doom so.
That is the word you used. I have never used that word. I've promised you that we are going to work on it. And it's not a work that is a single event. It's a process. And we'll continue to work on it for the energy sector to become better.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want it to bring it.
They should bring the timetable.
If they
Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, but I did a fact, me cosresi so, and it's a PRC. I can check krata, and yama ECG, so for timetable, mrabon team. Oh, no, sir, in Yanu say.
Opinion. Meti sa statement, every minister of energy in China. Ehame pa. Napo ye kadebia Matthew Poku. He's an arrogant person. And people will not believe. Look, time I'm in Parliament, I quite remember very, very well. May her soul rest in peace. Honorable Sherry Aite, over floor of the House, of the mass statement on the fisheries sector. Napo a raise point of order. A catcher no say, atade osheno enye. Arrogant at the highest level. That is the floor of the House. Echo to say, Honorable Minister Den, na onsha atade de, na punkwa na ye nipa, onu ne ni ahun se atade osheno enye. And disgracing her on the floor of the House. Now, my question is, why should we be paying somebody like this as our minister?
Why shouldn't we?
We don't have to pay him. What clearly says he's very incompetent in his job. That is what he has said. And he has insulted us as Ghanaians. Because ye tu abai yo mampenyi. And no mampenyi, you say, Branabe jinaha edima Ghana for. Ghana for omuwa factories. Ghana for omuwa coastal. Ghana for omuwa danya ombedem. Na she say jinama hondinu ejina ho edima. If you talk about 4 years, within 4 years, Anna Mahama edima car power. Within 4 years, Anna Mahama edima Mary power. Within 4 years, Anna Mahama AC Atuabo gas. So the machine and the gas, they gave it to you. Why must we be in this condition again? And why will you be thinking about 4 years? And then upon this, you come to insult Ghanaians. This is an arrogant person, MPP for Paradise, or vice president, and not presidential candidate. Napo is arrogant. Because we have to tell Ghanaians the truth. And yes, we ube to me kasa anyhow. Now he deposed no ediamao. He doesn't respect anybody. And this is an insultive. I am expecting an apology from him to tell Ghanaians say upe timetable one kasa ko tro timetable. Now why do you take salary? That is your job. Why do you take salary?
And the basis of saying that, then say ECG say omugusua omo yes edwuma omo yensiesie enunti omo hia timetable enunti no kasa.
No. As a minister, no, you should have told us that timetable no beba, but yen train ECG. Usi me nko tro timetable enfam bro. So why are you there?
I don't want to say timetable beba. Wabra was say ECG say we here timetable.
Yes. Now you find out say we are an industrialist. Me my in the industrial sector. Who the raw material edi gu machine. And the light no go off. Especially these polymers rubber way. Emana nani ashek a machine mu and the light go off. Do you know how many hours it takes to remove that? Inti timetable ye bisani say so that the company that manufactures this no obeka chere workers say anopenu mamumba because the light will be off and I don't want to waste my raw material. Those are the people and us as Ghanaians that Napo is insulting. Say you go and bring your timetable. Why? How can I go and bring the timetable?
But he's working based on information when you say ECGC one year timetable.
Yes, now on one kasankasa as a minister, he is what having the oversight responsibility at that place. How did he question them? Question Ben Obisa ECG boss. Say ECG. One kasa uti wo woman asantiman Ghana for esu say light no call off dodo generators abontinzo inti na power hu. So it means he's incompetent and it is the EC boss that is riding him, teaching him. He couldn't call them to brief him for him to take a ministerial decision. He's very incompetent for that level. And he just come out to insult us. Say ECG for catch say Andrew sa level. Level be no mo person Drew. So biba wuye and son of one drew level no. So be factory shit and now materials now say and now workers no ye pamomu before you know then they don't know their jobs. These people are daft with the management ideas. That is why we are where we are today.
But baby yedru say him. Yedru say him kan ye dundum no ese nkofo nyuma kan ye dundum no e man nkofo e hwere omu nyuma te said ye hunu ye ebra na mo wa ba mu no.
Ya trakura because my mom infantu hu efa factory bi hu.
Yes.
Na factory no kura no yes I charge no excise tax ni material asay workers aba wa omama kise maba present obeti omuka inti anamoto we de eyeduma go anamoto. So we have gotten to that stage that the timetable should have been there long time even before Christmas because I do we shall say sana ye dey Christmas bedroom nenu ECG air catch up unimini omoye won say omusi twamini bia soro de osoro ya ada ade onu matopoku prempe aye on the floor of the house during Mahama time tin on pese onjintum bonyankupo de onya alatani odibe shew kon odibe shew mini enu na eye nu ya ohun ne oye. Then now they know that they have wrongly blamed His Excellency John Dramani Mahama at the point that take steps say let us repair or move to a new level of energy sustainability. Onu na pojina ho me see I can still feature him see him in the picture on the floor of the White. Otasha up and down white at Salata Fata de no ojina ho ye dede say ye de adwuma na ma na po adwuma no egu yi chichi no na hwega na fani adwuma no egu wo nsem. You are very incompetent and unti na wo kasasa but we deserve an apology from him. That reckless talk must stop. O be catch me say me but I don't blame you. Do you think I blame you? Nanado too is the same thing. Then Nanado catch a flower for Ohini no.
That's right.
About the E-blocks. You get it right. And Tiwa some constituency in Ashanti region.
Yes.
Nanado, yes, Kwabre. Nanado to me catch a flower paramount chief say Onwankasa onkonko see E-block. So you see a bunch of arrogant people leading us to debt and to disgrace. So he's picking from Nanado. That is what he's doing right now. Because Nanado says so, then I can also say it without any problem. Because whatever happens in this country, and Nanado, this person should be fired. You saw what happens during Tamil's time. Right. Those are some of the things that we should see. The discipline must be there.
That will be because the heads must rule.
Yes.
And yet,
yes.
The head rule. Yeah.
Do you get that? Those are some of the things we should be seeing. Napo is very incompetent for his
but you see, reconcile way with the PRC. Actually, they are ECG. I was show almost say, almost for timetable, mra. ɔhyɛ ɔmo sɛ ɔmo mu akonta na ɔmo Ghanafoɔ nyinaa hunu mfidie asɛe ɛne kwan a ɔmo fa so ɛsi ɛyɛ transformers na ɔmo sɛ asɛe kora no anan mu reconcile ɛyɛ dɛn na napo ɛnim sɛ bibi sɛ ɛkɔ so ɛyɛ dɛn
incompetent sɛ ɔne na mo pɛ vice president adi that is why because you should know your stakeholders. Sector minister Edikono, you should know your stakeholder. When in natural say meeting crown on momu entenase enye and one who say odinina. Yes, because uti ECG anwa uti PURC.
That's right.
They are your essential stakeholders. Now we say what will be the way forward. But the arrogance and the incompetence have clouded him. And they're looking for position tinu on him say Ghana for ebre. Because as somebody say why should PURC catch me say yem and ECG say omuma timetable adentra. So you should ask yourself this question. ECG or catch say then a menu nyansu ye say yema timetable.
Yeah.
And no na PURC catch me say there baby a edru die ano the move for timetable and famra. But the minister himself doesn't know. He tells you that he's incompetent on his job and he's just moving around looking for begging to become a vice presidential candidate.
Abani say no, dear na wo hwe ni say besi because I know your name Pro East na so bedwani Dr. Kwabena Donko Kasai no. Wo say kane dundum no afe pa na no ba be yeden. Se wotie Owura John Jinapa wo colleague John Jinapa ono so kase sikasema ye ni hu dwumanti ebema ensem no ano ayeden. So meaning say hono o ma no ye baako. So what do we do in situation bisa? Aban no pese obegya tum say kane dundum no ano ye den. Omo manager ade na say oh enchem dia ye bewie. What do we do?
Number one, saying country Ghana for Sena Omusha Sekase. The times ahead are going to be very difficult. Abaya ya to Abama no. He doesn't know the way to lead us. And na all country say ye here timetable. So we need to plan ourselves. A car Abba say no. Now say Mahama or Wanyansan say because or Wanyansa and Kafra or Wanyansa and na or the energy sector level no at the buy.
Yeah.
At this difficult times, you know, in Kenuna is saying fine day, yen fan so asini. MPP for ya the koye guarantee the loan. Meanwhile, we still have debt over there. So Ghanaians must brace up for difficult times. And then finally, let us also brace up to kick them out during 2024 election. SSA vote your out. They have clearly shown their incompetence. Na sikasema basusun. Weni nyina eka honi PDS weni nyina omusha se Ghana ejinama hondi edwuma no enye nde PDS ebae baomiali diye the type of insurance ebae sika PDS giye America for so beka about $196 million oma Jeffrey ensem weni nyina hase inti omu incompetence no enye nde na hase. So we should know that there is nothing that they can do right now. Sikano madiawe yasa boka ye gisika susu nkebe ye kra matise haptel kra no MPP for ka se ba me na edi ba ye o inti ye bre kra no anhwe kra no sa atwe moja bed bad no ye friend mu krom kasa se bed bad ne
onsonkonsu
yes inti no ye bre ni nyina no haptel no omo ankasa ka se ba me na edi ba ye no omo sa atwe moja. What did I say so? I say they have agreed with the IMF and then the IPPs. Any president Ankasa saying every month no ye mom kapudobi. Now at the end of the year munya $830 million. And Ankasa mutu mobile say $450 million.
That's right.
One tia sikanu fahi. Sikanu fahi. One to me on the catcher Mundia Koto transformers are moo die. Ghana for transformer be answer you. MPP for die or mad this canning in our way.
But there's a committee to say energy committee won Russia with the fee. Well, Sansem ye Bobo Beya a muno creye. Kwame no mubet my boy Yamian no creno. Na yejina no creno so I shall say dear Tinibesi. Oh, energy committee.
So Musaba ombe to me abisa through the Speaker of Parliament. Say yeah auditi. Sa sika sema eba sika omanya that particular month no but enunu ebesa ba time Parliament asa be kwan but answer na Parliament be kwan no can say we have to brace ourselves for more troubles, for more light-ups. But the bia Indra say about me area. So these are some of the problems that we have. The committee, I'm sure, with Honorable Gina Point, they are going to work. They will work on it. But Adibakwa MPP for when he said they are not open. Always they are covering up things. Edientra say create, loot, and share. And no namudia betina. But kabi mami kebi a memo makwan say ubetimenya sa akwenya ne say debi abekata enoma so. The institutions are wo kata no so mbetime biem. Sa institutions no way. Ye bie kura mami ma mfantu 52.5 billion revenue ayaji edi go kaishi commercial bank. Ghana mbraza aye juma say yaji esika edi akogo ho. Enu furata any DRA ana wona omuye juma ho no ebetumi abeka kire say the money has been transferred into unknown source. Nanado has been a president that demolished all democratic structures. That is why we are where we are today. Do you think under Mahama time 52.5 billion million? Yeah. Obibe to me catcher say it has been transferred to unknown source. One bisan sa unknown source. One man investigation there. Usi nipan wasisano onko. It is because the president himself is leading the campaign to demolish the democratic structures. That is why we are here today. All the blame goes to His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, followed by Bawumia. Because Obian Bisashi, in the energy the ekranu, PDS omuji sikan, what in Nana Addo abekasa? Say sikan offer him. And what in Nana Addo akase, sikasemo Ghana for kanu, about 6 months sikan mwajinu, mumfa sas kanumbra. What is in Nana Addo akasa? One kasa. Na obi bruba, ni papa ni mami tiwo munkasa. Say say ni papa na sumano say that is what is happening. So MPP and amuye weni nyina we say no oma say oh ye konu ye mfa Bawumia nsambe gina ho me ka kire nsremfo say motu abama Bawumia musase fom e kire say nipa wayi no eye Nana Addo achimfo na ebesa ye cabinet members, and then they will be telling him what to do because no from the word go no on the Bawumia the dada MPP for
even when Bawumia cast what the nation and nam what the vision and nam
minia me see Nana Addo na dada MPP for say Bawumia no omumpini su nomra because he has a finance background or knowledge obembo be boano na sikasem no entry in the fa figures no na hwe say atui na now when nyina chi Bawumia gina ho aye conference akasa bebre our press conferences are there economy inflation fundamentals are weak ni nyina no in the Bawumia we ni nyina no o see mu de munsantuma mi ba with clean slate oh catch one somebody who is an economist and you know that the economy drive on money. You are putting to the head of the company say me ba muntia tax biya. Do you see? So the brain is full of politics, but not managing the economy. And nothing Ogacha say, oh, yeah, mate. So all that are going on in the energy sector no, comes from Nana. And because he's sleeping on the job, all the ministers become so arrogant. They become tyrant. Everybody takes money anyhow. Dr. Jimamenu, $81 million, a cabrotre, or si Kofi. Do you get it right? $81 million, minia, yenya sa sikase say. Edima IPP sa ube say light no na gina so say transformer na yato yenya 52.5 billion Ghana for munti say 50 million na ka wo me we ye 52.5 billion Ghana cedis no kanu forata edition ni motum Nana Addo Sonkofi yenya sa sika di ma ECG senka light no be gina ho. He has allowed the ministers to misuse the resources of the state, including himself. And nunti na yeti be dieti, including himself. No, me that me pesa me free ha obi mbe frau. Me pesa me nchira nienta me kase including the president, including the president in times of crisis. No, wa current jet abe jina tamak. Gana fwa kasa inti se na po yese a. Se ni papa no se no, ni papa Nana Addo no onu no se no. The aeroplane was at the tarmac. Onya shi. Nana Addo sat of Vieta makunja na edi china aeroplane su jina na ye tua hu ka ne ye ya ni se aeroplane dia etumi jina airport o ba ye ya ni se ye tua hu ka ya ka no a kire Nana Addo o se mfa ne ho wa ye saa for months. So if the minister is doing, what are you going to tell? Yes, sister, near Oyekunwu sika oni dem.
Oh, Cecilia Dapa.
Cecilia Dapa. Dear Nanado Bisa, okay. Ose onim se oni hu song.
Well, di onim fa no ho no de tu dwa.
Na yo sese nia unim no apie. Nia unim na waka o. Sese nia unim no apie de na waka. Sese nia unim no apie. Se sika gudam ho. De na waka.
It will point in the same.
Waka kire no say onfa ni payslip mbra. Now I am saying that the democratic structures demolition me kano. And nuna mi bakun say it is Nanado who has unleashed this on Ghanaians and all his ministers, including the vice president. Onu na unleash it because you ask yourself, say, "Eba muse na Nanado tiho." And o ma ka kire baumia be ka kire say, "Me tam gold akoton ato oil e di abagana."
That's right.
And o ma benya finish wo create loot and share because say who disika gold say koto oil say obenya commission into commission in the name of Ghana no akoshe hin. We should know from whom did you purchase the oil. Nanado ankasa
na say no mra so bedwafie ene betima boa me nya sa
document no kra say ya wie no mu ko church onyama bi di baaye
yeah
enu nti na se baumia enfra konja so na ye enfre no ontina camera so no nchre because that time the law is no more in his hands. Now they are abusing the law, using the law to abuse Ghanaians. Into kabibia trena on fee. Into mufra konyaso a omu se da ponchirin be unu. Na be hu ni tintin. Into ye pese ye hu baumia ni tintin, Nanado ni tintin, Kanefrata ni tintin. So Ghanaians, we must resolve to move these people. They are Ghanaians like us. Adianu nkoye. Niente ye move amu say Omabesha a debt of 120 billion Ghana cedis. In then Minister of Finance says 610 billion. You 123 now share 3 meters. 3 meters 3 meters na account. I have 3 meters 3 inches.
3 inches. Okay, send the tintin.
Anything to know.
Yes.
3 meters I say I so we have to look at this issue. When na udi kotu about. When na udi kotu e ka wa betu eni ne wa jano ho. Eswana edos brusu. You say don't swa. E ba mu say na teshi labadi road we nu. Esinsen ho.
Yeah.
A bridge nu. Ya ye ba ko a ye mbia no. Say yes afa iti mensa meta no so a onu na ehye meta no ho. Yes afa so sa. E ba mu say na uko Teshi camp, Eddie called Teshi Township, Eddie called First Junction.
That's right.
Now, Moody Post as see ho. MPP for Mobi contract. Say, Fast Street Light, and Paul Lancasa see ho, and Teresa Ama contract. Now, Bob no about 3 years.
Wow.
Bob no ambao. Now, Adianu since ho into a contract na Eddie
sa. It's based on the outcome. What say the only way you bet me
yentuamu
and it's on befra
yentuamu.
Ba mo aben mu de ye nya kuntam
David se nu ntina Nanado ya we ni nyina yen yi omu yan yi omu amfiri ho a yen hu ne esiye because eba mu sensen kan Nanado ye nukrandi pa ukofa abo free Israel so besi cathedral besi nde cathedral no adane amena eda ho meanwhile about 450 million Ghana cedis no de eko na sika no owo be na emini onso bi ye be 40 mu fia se wan wo ye hu nkoda nya hu to mi si se be fo wo mu fia mi ma fanto
ho ya
nti ye sika sem a ye ka no se nu wono mu ti akonja so no abeda ne ti se owo sika no ba but ye hu be bia sika no ye de efa
breba mpuntu ho nsoma ensema ye koto aben so eno ye ahwede o maye in the education sector so mu de abe for kwan ade yo ebe bata ye educational sector enche se baumia ne Nana Akufo-Addo mani kire baabi ebetimi de impeja bia ba ama Oman Ghana
obi bia medical aka say
yes
in the case of education ema ye mma no whatever the government will do for them enya mini nkoda asem na America niami ba abeka no enya nkoda asem na America omu de whatever we can do to them to better their education I agree but policy aya formulate one of Martina dem adwin say yen koye sade no omu na me question Because many Oslo call Estonia 2017 as a member of communication committee.
Okay.
And a World Bank representative beside developing countries say, Eba musena yenya TBB about ICT ni we na ye dimrika emra ye ni foundation, ye ni infrastructure. Into what we should do first is to build the infrastructure. Backdrop of that, and he said, if you look at His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Namamunu, or started building foundation, the fiber optic from Boku to Ho, and then the inner cities, Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi, Cape Coast, New Wedding. Now, all the cables, no eshishe from send na a solid foundation. Ediama, yes, Samsung were building data center, and I business processing center, data center, Makato Sebaku Accra, Bagun, fine. Into all build this Anyamanu. In then inka baumyani na nado bayenu inka SSA that fiber optica ever cover Ghana ni na iconi chrome wale nu enu na SSA ye nu. Now taking that a cost of one tablet is what 6,600 sano bi kache mi nua uboswa ubenya 2,080 million Ghana cedis 130 million tablets till now we have people who sat down to think again. Say free SHS will take 2 billion every year. Nyansan wohi. Omaya wodi kanu. Ukotina air conditioner. Adi kabebre manu. Anuna hoje. Now, did you also think about omu kachre say textbooks no ebe good tablets. That's right. Now, what about the printing presses? Ghana for assetting machines. I employ nipa say you be printing books and my senior high school.
But we are say economy.
We are say economy. No, you must look at your situation before you jump. And until a high jump, no, and you be able to me jump to the highest level because of ABA baby awuchinanu. It's your situation. It is not about that. These are your people. Ghanaians are omuye printing press. Omuye Ghana for.
Omuye Ghana for.
Oma employ Ghana for. They have employed Ghanaians.
Right. Yeah.
Now, if you want to move ahead, you need a conversation with these people. And young puntumu sena upofrima sena uyenu say, oh say demidi. Now, obisubesa bisa say, what to be the sustainability of these tablets are yediba. Omu beba people ka say, and a power bank as a power bank no and say yo.
Yeah.
Omu dream.
Omu say asanso use solar.
Power bank ni solar as a and say. Now baby ye ni enyama bia ebetumi aboa masa enyama ya akoso no. Ask yourself how are they going to manage it? Okay, let's say every senior high school no.
Yeah.
Omu electricity fine. Now sustainability. Adienu say how are we going to replace it? Those are some of the things. And until na RLG buy no MPP for ya de bia mebo opare ansa any Joe Bedouansa.
Yeah.
By that time, they were members of the communication committee. Omuna sorry on the floor of the house at Tia RLG Juma. Meanwhile, that time Uba Osuha, Unsan and Brantianu, Omu aggressive, Omu program, Omu Jumanu. But during their time, Alan Tremanti, Ebe Jessica, Edima Kasapreku, Wabe Jessica, Ediama Kukoda Ku Ashanti region. Yet they say, when you help a Ghanaian, the nation is developing. Omudia yankansho, omudi sikanu dimang. One district, one factory. Yanfa sika manfa. Ejuma no gu say. Go and see Casa di Ropa. Say ejuma no etiseng. Ejuma no gu. In the MPP phone, their DNA is that they hate that they see NDC helping Ghanaians. Omuba, they will destroy the job and then give the contrast to themselves. Ebamusenti na kenofuriata. In the name of 6 billion, Ubekwa could 25 billion. So Udi solve 6 billion problem. At the end of the day, no banks no ya close. Microfinance 430 ya close. One no muto kusia, one no muto pano, one no muto apple, one no muto body, one no muto pure water, bottled water, when you know, baby omujisika no munya. These are the people who are telling you say in the 7th December no sako tu abamomu. Minya neye ya krani se Courage Hospital ha kofie. Ehon wa free ha. Mahama si phase 1, phase 2 no, ena ejina ho. In the uko ho na ye dia car park. Dr. Jimamen 21 million a car brochure mudi why car park. These are the people who want you to vote for them again. These are the people. So you look at all these things and think about it. na bisa say krofo no mu fata unye ba me ka che o se odini na dream fufuro adwinu economics adwin ana digitalization adwin na nu ya twa ya huma no enye nwansra na ye hu oye ye phone so twa ne hu sa. These are some of the things when tin America church say yes we can leapfrog in ICT but we have to be very very careful. One say ade no see ye no afi na ye ka say ye nko satellite afi na MPP for minister afi na ye nko satellite adanti na mo andwin satellite
na adanti na mo so mo wa ben we yanko
we did what we could do at the time and the need at that time. As at that time, fiber optic, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, even today, there is nothing wrong with it.
But you could have projected, say, BBC a bit messy.
You complete one project and you go to the other.
But no one would say BBC is here. BBC na
satellite today, as a member of communication committee, but we have to we focus on delivering on the fiber optic backbones for the whole nation. Do you get to that? That is what. Niente me bisa sa asem ni se omu ba no send omu di aka ho
ye di sie no di atwa to ye di community ano no
ye di community no Ministerial Ghana for
yeah
ye papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na ye mama Prof Nana Jen Opoku Ajima omu policy omu di ba ni 24-hour economy meaning a 24-hour economy we no ebeka ohiani etania wako school etania wanko school kra because it is going to lead to production anything. Nanu ya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama eba jasika eko otirigen o kachre beekeepers tio o kachre beekeepers keepers semi ba infidia midi be boamo amamwa ye oni kronjin
ye wo
kronjin efinim memao that person does not need a certificate to be thinking about how I'll buy tablet or anything. So that will go to help those rural people. And those who are educated to, obey akwanya amamu, the business processing centers, and where obey amamu ninano, obey the amamu. Mami ni hear me. And he say, the new government is coming to think about how there should be food on your table, growing, the cattle rearing, plantations, agro processing, and then mechanization centers, you know, that should be key. Where the TVET and other things should be the supporting backbone for the growth of this nation. We must harness the energy of the youth today.
That's right.
For the nation to go forward. If you bring a policy that only focuses on those who are in school, then the majority who are not in school become
very honorable Daniel Kwesi Esiama Medo Asipa Esiama Medo Asipa.
I think today is our first day of meeting.
Absolutely.
Anytime we get time, let us meet and
definitely.
Ministerial Ghana for say, let's take ethnicity out. Let's take way free her out. Let us choose His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. The vision for this country is big. Why you be that? Na ye woni da se obesa ye abro ne wa ye
honorable beda say ebusia ha ne ye de mu besi we dwabo ase wo power 97.9 na de ye di nkomo pa o mo adwenche no pi na samso e wa ye WhatsApp console no so we so honorable wa fire honorable ye da say e de mu nyina ma se mo messages ahodo amode ba ye tira nyame ya do ma besa ahia abra ye badwendwen ye ma ho wo dwabo ase wo power 97.9 ajimani power nie the power mid morning brabo radio show for TV so ye yimusini ni abomonyom no 9 pepe inside politics for TV SYZ no mienu e wo radio show pram to break ase bon so ye de bebremo afidie ni na ya